You don't have to cave into culture's call to hurry. You can savor the season. Are you ready for some good news? You can't make new time, but you can view time in a new way. You can't manufacture more time, but you can think about time differently. In 2011, a postal worker in Durham, North Carolina, had fallen behind on his deliveries and was caught dumping 7 bags of mail in the woods. Interestingly, the article noted, postal authorities reported that there had only been 1 or 2 complaints of missing mail. 7 large bags of mail never were delivered, and no one inquired about it. It just proves, even way back in 2011, no one wanted any more mail. Evidently, we're so busy that we're glad if the bills just don't show up. Culture calls us to hurry. And there's no season more hurried than now. But in the midst of the busy rush of life, you can learn to savor God's goodness. If you're going to savor the season, you'll need some meditative time rather than just busy time. The law of the Sabbath in the Old Testament was never meant to become the heavy yoke that the Pharisees made it. The Sabbath was always intended to be God's gracious gift. Simply put, you're made in the image of God, and God Himself rested on the 7th day. Therefore, by design, you're made for a rhythm of hard work and authentic rest. The only way to counteract culture's call to hurry is to define time differently. We must quit viewing time as a means to an end. Time isn't money. Hours are more than an opportunity to produce something or get something off the to-do list. Jewish scholar and author Abraham Heschel called the Sabbath a palace in time. All of creation was marvelous, but according to Genesis 2, the best day was the day God didn't create anything. So God blessed the 7th day and made it holy, because on that day God rested from His work. We tend to measure the quality of our days by how much we get done, but God doesn't measure time that way. You're made for relationship with God and others. What would happen if you quit measuring life by how much you can accomplish and started measuring it by your awareness of how blessed you are in Christ? When you see your times for relationship, of savoring God's goodness, those times as the most important hours, you've made time into a palace. That's the way to view life. And that's the way to counteract culture's call to hurry. And that's the gospel. That's today's daily devotion. You can get more good news by clicking right here, or better yet, please subscribe to this channel, tell others about it, and start out every day with good news.